You've been here living free since October.
Because I have all the statements saying that I sent you money, and I have the original.
Let me see. Well, how much did you send me?
Saying it's $20 a month and $20.
Yeah, how much? You are using your uniform to help drug dealers and prostitutes to take over houses and businesses. Did you just hear that? Why doesn't she go? I want to know, why doesn't she go? She keeps complaining, she keeps accusing, she keeps threatening, but she doesn't go.
That's what you should do. Why are you staying in a place that you can't tell us that you're so scared that yet you stay? It's not an excuse.
So then why don't you go? Why don't you go?
Because I have a lot of stuff and I have a dog I have to take care of. And I have to
why did you do so? You got the dog intentionally for this purpose. Okay. You know how hard it is to live on.
The judge is gonna decide.
No, but
what?
Look,
you're just petty arguing. There's
no. I need to make one statement.
To leave your dog at your friend's house somewhere for a couple of days and stay with your boyfriend, try to get away from this, I would do that too.
Well, that's what I've been doing. I've been sleeping at his house and coming here with my dog.
Then let's do something like that so that you could get yourself out of the issue, the misery that you live in this household right here.
It's an atrocious truth you're trying to hide. You've been trained with all of these methods to not hear it.
You can't talk to her.
I can't be in my own house.
You
I can't come out.
There's no valid restraining order right now.
But you need to just leave each
can
other
we talk?
alone.
Can we just talk?
No, we're done talking.
Boss. She says her boss is on it. She's constantly threatening me. Did you not threaten me?
You can't talk to her, right? You have a restraining order.
No. Here.
Well, then you don't talk to her. You talk.
Okay, I talk to you. You a dead man, dude. To me, why is that not a violation of the restraining order?
Even if it happened another day, for all we know, she was saying it to a security camera, in the presence of a security camera. She didn't say, "You're a dead man, dude, Zeke." She didn't say, "You're a dead man."
Okay. The window. Yeah, go ahead. You're right.
She could have been saying to a cockroach, right there,
okay,
out of screen, "You're a dead man, dude," and then stepped on it.
What's up, Pata fam? Man, I got a real life nightmare of a story for you guys. So I was contacted by this gentleman named Zeke, lives out in California. He put out an ad on a roommate website. A young lady contacts him and she comes over to meet for this room, and she explains how she is abused by her boyfriend. She shows him bruises. He feels sorry for her and decides to give her a place to stay, and they're going to work it out, supposedly. So she moves in, doesn't pay rent, starts having her friends come over, starts selling drugs out of the house, allegedly. All this is allegedly. Let me just say that now. This is what his perspective is. Starts selling drugs, doing some type of prostitution on the side there out of the house to make some extra money. Kills the guy's dog by letting it out on purpose so it gets hit by a car. Restraining orders back and forth, fighting, everything for nearly 2 years. This man actually had to get therapy for this, and this has got to be like a Twilight Zone situation, because the therapist, he's telling his therapist what he's going through, and all the therapist says literally over and over is, "How does that make you feel? How does that make you feel? How does that make you feel?"
You sound like a robot, and the person in my situation wants to talk to a human being. And you are a human being, but you have to confine yourself within the confines of the role of a psychiatrist, a Kaiser, and all you can say is, "How you feeling about it? You feeling bad? I can give you a pill for it, if you're feeling bad about it." Right?
I mean, this has got to be a nightmare for this guy.
Yeah, and look at how you reacting. Look at the way you are. You continue talking like a robot. My role is to see how you doing. I give you medicine. You want how my role, as within the confines of my role, we need our clients to feel good. Within the confines, all I can do, within the confines of my role as psychiatrist, a Kaiser, we have a very limited role in my character. Do you not see you continue with that same thing looking at me with that emotionless face? You have no concern for me at all. You cannot be a human being within the confines of that world. The huge building, the Kaiser building there, there's nothing at all to say we cannot do nothing at all. Within the confines of our law, we cannot do nothing at all.
And so, you know, I'm sorry that, you know, I've been frustrating you. And unfortunately, you know, we are out of time.
Having somebody live in his house, not pay him rent, and torture him. And then when he calls the police and goes to the courts to get her evicted, to get her kicked out, you know, to go through the process legally, she manipulates the courts and the situation in order to stay there. Yet she says she's living in a terrible situation, but she won't leave this terrible situation.
Why doesn't she go? I want to know, why doesn't she go?
I don't make those decisions.
She keeps complaining, she keeps accusing, she keeps threatening, but she doesn't go.
Free rent. So, and she threatens the guy with lawsuits. She has all kind of tactics and games, and she lives in this man's house with him and his girlfriend. I mean, this is crazy, guys. This guy put together a whole list of videos on this. He sent me tons of stuff, very detailed about what's going on, like all kind of Ring cameras and video from cell phones. I mean, this guy went through it, man, for nearly 2 years with somebody living there off of him, using the law so he can't get rid of him. I mean, this is a real life nightmare, guys. Check this stuff out. It is crazy.
It's being used for criminals, drug dealers, prostitutes to take over property, businesses. That is a fact. The behavior that you're doing, not allowing me to talk, what she did is come back over here and repeat again about the online that I said I don't want to hear. That's what she does to prevent me telling you, revealing to you that you are using your uniform to help drug dealers and prostitutes to take over houses and businesses. Did you just hear that? Did you? I want to hear what you heard me say, please.
What you've said a lot of things. A lot of things you said you had that we're not listening to you.
What's your name?
Huh?
What's your name, sir?
Zeke Matavosian.
Okay. Zeke, do me a favor. Stand over there, okay? You're a little bit too close to us.
These are behaviors that the cops at the Nazi Germany used to do when they were saying, why are you taking our friends away? They would use these same techniques. Cover your, I have 3 of you, cover your ears, your mouth, and your eyes. That would be it. That's what they were doing. You don't want to hear it. I'm telling you, you're participating in nationwide atrocity using the power of your badge, your uniform that we trust you with. You're helping criminals. Listen to this. You are using the power of your authority, of your badge. Are you hearing that? To help criminals take over houses and businesses, to commit their drug dealing and prostitution and all the other scams that they're doing.
Zeke, I know you mentioned we're not listening to you, but you've been recording us this whole time. I guarantee if you play that video, we've had very few words in those opportunities.
Okay, now go ahead, say. I want to hear what you heard me say.
You're saying a lot of things that are...
No, just this one thing.
Right now, you're...
This one phrase you are using, I'm not saying a lot of things, just listen to this. You are using the power of authority of your badge. Are you hearing that? You are using the authority of your... She's doing hand signals over there. You guys are using the authority of your badge. Are you hearing that? You are using the authority of you as a policeman to help her, help scammers and criminals, drug dealers and prostitutes take over businesses and houses all over. Look at the body language of the other one. Look at what she's doing. Are you hearing that? Is that going through? Look, she's went behind her, behind him, whispering in his ear. I would love to hear what she told him. Did you hear this? So can you tell me what you heard me say? You don't want to repeat it, right? Because it's an atrocious truth you're trying to hide. You've been trained with all of these methods to not hear it. Are you hearing me? So you're a supervisor. Are you hearing that? See, they're just standing around, not saying anything. Look at this is how they used to behave in Nazi Germany. Just standing here and not saying anything. This is how they behave.
That doesn't mean it's true.
Show me the text message.
This will break it.
Don't be like that.
I want my space. I don't want you in
But then I need to see it. Okay, they've done that before to try to trigger me. Look, let's see what this is.
1090 then.
1090 is much better. L30. Okay, is that you or no?
And your uniform do not hold authority over me because you have used it to help commit an atrocity.
Did you want the information to do an online report or no?
See, you actively.
It has to be signed by a judge.
No. I will show you, but I want to show you this first. See,
then we're gonna go.
This is the restraining order. You not see that she's blocking communication. You're always doing this, supporting her, because the first time the officers.
Are you gonna let me talk? Are you going to show the restraining order?
She's harassing, intimidating, molesting. There's all these parts of this. Okay, look.
Okay, sir.
This is proof. It's just harassing, intimidating. She was in there yelling, my boss is going to get you. She's always doing that, and you don't want to hear it.
Leave her alone. She'll move out.
No, she's been here the whole year. She's killed my girlfriend's dog while you were arguing with me out there.
Sometimes it's not good for your health to I understand you're frustrated, but it's not good for your health and for your heart and for your mind.
She killed my
soul.
I want you to see this tag on the. One, because when I wanted to make an agreement about her staying here, when she moved in, she used a threat. She's been constantly threatening me with her boss. She says her boss is gonna. She's constantly threatening me. Did you not threaten me?
You can't talk to her, right? You have a restraining order.
No. Here.
Well, then you don't talk to her. You talk.
Okay, I talk to you. You asked it. She threatened me with her boss when, at the moment, I asked for an agreement. And then you asked her if that's true or not. So I'm gonna have proof of a line because I have the text conversation right now on here, in which she threatened me using her boss.
Can I get your restraining order? So
I want to. No. Look, I see right there.
Let me
see right
see the
there.
restraining order to see what
No.
my next step is.
See, you're avoiding this answer. She's here because she threatened me. That I want. No. I need to show the. No, okay, so.
No, nothing that you show me there is going to prove anything.
No, I haven't finished, please. Okay.
You're a dead man, dude.
My dog again, dude. I'm fucking getting your ass arrested. That's it. You touch my dog again, it's over.
You heard her say, "You're a dead man, dude," to me. Why is that not a violation of the restraining order?
Even if it happened another day, for all we know, she was saying it to a security camera in the presence of a security camera. She didn't say, "You're a dead man, dude, Zeke." She didn't say, "You're a dead man."
Okay. The window. Yeah, go ahead. You're right.
She could have been saying to a cockroach right there,
okay,
out of screen, "You're a dead man, dude," and then stepped on it. So we have no reason to believe that's a violation of the court order.
Doesn't it say indirectly? It's an indirect, even if he's saying it to the cockroach, because she's always saying it to the dog.
I'm not going to answer your question.
Okay, go ahead.
We will wait for a supervisor.
What? So you heard you? No, they
Hi.
didn't serve me. It was Hi.
Hi. Oh, if you guys remember, you want to come in?
No, I'm not gonna stay this long again.
What
Wait
is
till
she
you.
complaining?
Let me tell you. You guys need to deal with this in court. It's not a criminal matter. You guys gotta stop this. Hold on, I'm talking. You have to get it done with court. You need to evict her, or she's gonna stay here until you evict her.
That's what
And she's trying to find a spot.
But her boyfriend comes here with a Lexus.
It doesn't matter. He
What
can
is
come.
it she moving with the
That
boyfriend?
doesn't matter. That
And
doesn't matter.
it doesn't matter where.
Who drives?
Why doesn't she go? I want to know why does she
I
go?
don't make those decisions.
She keeps complaining, she keeps accusing, she keeps threatening, but she doesn't go.
Okay, we already
No,
have
but
said
I'm
you
out
two
here in my
don't talk
yard.
to each other.
Why,
That's
why
it.
did she complain to you right now?
It doesn't matter.
No,
She
no,
calls.
because I'm
It's
here
none of
in
your
my
business.
backyard.
You
in
can
my,
do that.
You
It's
don't
fine.
come out here and harass her and her
what? No,
friends.
why was I?
There's
What did
no
I? No, no.
need.
What did I do? That was
I have him as a
harassment.
witness. You tried to go up to the car and talk to him. He's not your
Just
friend.
leave
Why
her
can't
alone.
we? No, 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 no. Wait,
It's
no,
on
no.
camera,
No,
Zeke,
no.
don't lie.
What did I do that's wrong?
Give him the camera footage.
What did I
Is
do
there a
that's
restraining
wrong?
order? Is there a restraining order?
We're
Yes or
going
no?
to court.
Is there one or not? Are you trying to get one?
We're
If you
going
are,
to
then
court
you
to
can't
get
go
one.
near her. You can't talk to her.
I can't be in my own house.
You
I can't come
can.
out.
There's
of my
no
own
valid restraining order right now.
But you need to
The
just
thing
leave
is-
No, no.
each
Can
other
we talk?
alone.
Can we just talk?
No,
What's
we're
the-
done talking.
No, that's the
Nothing
thing.
I say to you or to her, she's not moving out. I already told her her best bet is to move out.
She's trying.
not doing
But
it.
she does. Why?
I
Why
don't know.
don't
I
you
don't
move
make
out?
those decisions.
Because it's harder to move out right now than any time in the world. There is
No, no,
COVID,
that's
there
an
is things that they have to
everything you
do.
say. You can go sleep in his car. It's a
No.
luxury car. Wouldn't that be nicer than the hell you put in yourself to being here? Because
Being
the
with
complaint
you,
is,
yeah,
yeah. So
it's
then
unfair
why
to live in a
don't you
fucking
go?
box.
Why don't you go?
Because I have a lot of stuff and I have a dog I have to take care of. And I have to
Why
for
did you do
myself
so? You
sometimes.
got the dog intentionally for this purpose. You
Okay.
know how hard it is
You
to
know
move
what?
on.
The judge is
No.
gonna decide.
No, no, but
What?
look,
You're just petty arguing. There's
no.
She's
Just
not
one. I
moving
need to
out
make
right
one
now.
statement. Okay,
What
one statement.
is the
Can I make
statement?
one statement?
Go
okay?
ahead.
You've been here living free since
Do I? Because
October.
I have all the statements saying that I sent you money, and I have the
Well, let me
original.
see, let me
the
see.
original
Well, how much
thing
did you
of
send me?
saying it's $20 a month and $20.
Yeah,
down
how
payment,
much did you
so-
send me? I want to see.
I have it all on here.
I don't
How
care
much
about
did you
that.
send me?
You're
Say,
gonna
how much
send
did you
this
send
to the judge.
No. I mean,
It
because
doesn't.
always
It doesn't
lying.
matter.
Every word
It
that
doesn't
comes.
matter.
Can you
It's not
imagine
illegal to
hearing
lie.
lies
I know.
and bogus reasons?
Well,
For since October, November, this all these
then,
months,
you know what?
everything comes out. You
We
know
can't
how
make
come
you or her
this
do
is
anything. The courts
look,
will
you
have
don't
to.
you don't hear
don't
this.
listen to
This is
anyone.
psychological torture. She's
Both
putting
of
me
you
through
guys
every
torture each
single-
other and
No,
the
no.
police department.
All-
you're so
no.
sorry.
I've been trying to heal. I've been.
Just
She's
stay
here.
away
You
from
said
me.
yourself.
Stay away
You
from me. I
said you.
cannot bother you.
Can you just stop going
This
up to
is
her
my
friend?
house. I go to
Yeah,
Peter's house the
unfortunately,
whole
I
day,
established
and you
residency
turn
here.
this
I get
into a
mail here,
center
and I
for
pay right
crime.
here. I
How
stopped
much
paying
do you
rent.
pay rent?
it doesn't
I
matter.
stopped because you're trying to
How
evict
much
me.
do you pay rent? How much have you
Okay,
paid? The
okay,
whole time,
okay,
since
okay.
October
It
till
doesn't
now. How
matter.
much have you?
I'll show you
Tell
in
me,
court.
how
I'll
much
show
have
you
you
in
paid?
court.
Show me right now.
No,
Why won't you show me
she's
right
not
now?
showing you. It doesn't matter.
Why?
This is a court
Because
issue.
everything-
Stop talking.
then
I'm talking.
what use is
Stop
it you
talking,
being
Zeke.
here?
Stop.
That's why we're here telling
We're
you.
here telling you the
This is
same thing every
intolerable.
other day. It's ridiculous that
Can you
the police
listen
are
to me?
called.
Can I just
no,
have a
you're
chance
not
to
listening
think?
to me. You're
Do-
talking
okay,
over
let me see.
me.
Well,
You're
tell me
not
what you're
listening.
saying. What
I've
is
told
it
you
you say? I
what to
want to
do.
hear.
You
What-
are not doing it.
What is
We
that
have
to
told
do?
you
Do what?
over and over and
Say,
over
say.
again to go evict her, and you're not even trying. You're getting a restraining order. Stop talking to her. Leave her alone.
Eviction, they say they can't
Okay.
because of COVID.
Well, with the restraining order, she can get a move-out order.
It's
You can do
something
that.
different.
It's a different thing.
They'll
You go the
have her
restraining order
move
route.
out.
Yes, but
It doesn't matter how
You
much
just
rent
have to
she's
go
paying.
she
to court
I
for
didn't
it.
call
You
you.
let
She
her
called
leave
you.
without
That's
rent.
why we're just telling you to leave her alone. That's it.
I can't be in my own house.
You can, but don't
What
talk
did
to
I
her.
do
Leave her
wrong?
alone.
Justine, what
Leave
did I
me
do
and my
wrong?
friends alone. I bring them out of. I don't even go. I
You-
don't even bring anybody
you-
in the house. I was outside. That's not your
Was
property
I
right
outside?
There. Yes.
Was I outside?
It's on camera. Yes.
Okay, you technically legally can be outside, but look at all the problems it's
No, but
causing.
why
if you want to
did,
be
what
petty.
was that reason for call police?
Because you're going out to my friend's car, trying to talk to him. I told you, don't talk to him, please. He doesn't want anything to do with you. He
But
doesn't
Then
that
why
is
does he
also
come here?
not a police matter.
Wait,
he's
if
coming
he
up to
no
me,
no,
like, following
if
me
he
outside.
does,
It's matter.
Justine, if he doesn't want to talk to me, why does he come to my house?
Because I live here too.
Why?
She's allowed
Because
to have
unfortunately, I made a mistake by moving in here, and I can't take it back. Sorry, I don't have the time.
Yeah, I
I'm
can't
working
take
on
the
it.
mistake of letting you in. But you told me you were being abused by somebody.
Okay,
and you were telling me. So are you gonna go to the?
Listen.
No,
We're not listening to this
no. I can look. You're smart, LAPD, right?
We abide by the law,
I know,
and this
I know.
is
But no. I know. Look.
We have important calls we have to do.
No, they all say that, and you're gonna go say the same thing. You have to have some function to hear. You hear as a
Yeah,
human
we tell
being.
you to go to court.
This is not.
Okay, what is tomorrow, right?
It's
not
in 2 days.
criminal.
They were
Is it
here
tomorrow,
3
but-
days ago, and they told you the same thing. They said, there's court in 5 days. Just leave her alone till then. I had to go out and change my
So
fucking
what do I
doorknob
have
because she
to
took my
do?
key.
So what do I have to do?
Leave me alone until we go to court.
I'm in my own house. What do I
Stop
have
following me outside. Stop listening to my conversations with my friends. It
to
has
do? Don't
nothing
you
to do
see
with you.
that just my presence in
standing
my
outside
own
my
home
bedroom door
is considered
screaming to me.
a crime?
It's not. It's
I'll
not
show
a
you
crime.
Then why did she call the police on
Because she
me?
just
The
wanted
same
us
reason
to
you
tell
call.
Tell me what? What
There's
am I
no
doing
crime.
wrong?
She just said you were
She
bothering
repeated
her.
me. Why? What did I do
That's
that's
it.
bothering you?
Following me outside.
I'm in my
Outside
house.
my bedroom door for hours screaming. I have it all on camera.
Show me.
But
Show
it's
me
not-
what
I will
is
show
it.
you in court. Leave me alone
Okay,
till
let me
then.
tell you
Just
one
me.
second. These things
Look, I
are
need to
quality
talk.
of life issues. That
negative. I see it's going to stand by over here. FC is trying to give her a sedation.
okay. So here's the thing.
Let me see that.
You guys have quality of life issues.
I have
The police don't handle that.
the therapist. I have a therapist.
There you go. You need a therapist.
Would you
and
agree?
need to go
Okay,
to
right
court.
here. See?
I don't need to talk to your therapist.
You can't force her to do
No,
anything.
I'm not. Look, I'm not forcing. Wouldn't it
doesn't
make
matter.
sense instead of keep calling police because they don't want to talk,
You call us
right?
too.
No.
then just
Wouldn't it
abide
make
by
sense?
the
You like talking to
temporary
Janet,
restraining order
right?
that I
Look,
have
you
a
like talking to Janet, right? You like talking to
No, I don't
Eliane.
talk to Janet about you.
Then you don't want communication because you block out the truth.
Exactly.
Right?
Yes,
You
sure.
block out the truth. What's one an ad? You've worked with addicts who are in denial.
Okay,
They don't want to hear it,
We're
right?
just having you go in the house and she's going in the house because this isn't going to go anywhere. The next time you talk
But
to her, just
wouldn't
do
it make
at work.
sense? She doesn't want to talk,
She
but she
doesn't.
wants to keep bringing men here every day, different men.
Right.
She can do
It's,
whatever
I
she
know,
wants.
the law, she's using the law to commit crime
It's
against
not
me.
a crime.
It is because she's lied
It's
and
not a crime
said,
to lie. It's just being a horrible person.
No. That's extortion.
Yeah.
The threats, my girlfriend heard her friend say, you want me to get him. Right outside
There's
here.
cameras. They have footage. No, you didn't.
My girlfriend said,
Then
you want me.
need to go to court and tell the judge that.
That's 2 days
Okay,
away.
then just wait 2 days.
I'm waiting. She's the one
Okay,
who
then
called you. Do you know, having this every day since October, do you know how much torture is intolerable?
And he will grant you a move-out order. It doesn't need to be an eviction.
Some lady told me that might not even happen if the police act just the way you do. If the judge acts the way, judge might say, well,
The
because of
judge has a
COVID.
different side of law than I do.
What is
He
it?
deals with the quality of life.
Yeah, the police.
I deal with
Look,
crime.
you are smart. You won't even have one decent conversation. Instead of yelling back, can you hear my thing?
I've
Then
heard
what
your
is funny?
story.
Okay, good.
Because the thing is, you don't listen to me. You don't listen to me. That's why we can't have this conversation. Because I'm trying to get through to you that if I could make her leave, I would.
That's not what I'm asking.
But she's not going to listen to me either.
Yeah.
Both of you two
Yeah,
don't
but
listen.
no. It only needs communication.
She doesn't want to communicate though. When two people
Then
don't
what?
want to communicate,
Then why are you here? What
she
good
just
are you
called.
doing?
I
here?
don't know what she wanted us to do.
Then what do you want from me? Don't talk to me. You don't want to listen to me.
No, because you don't listen to me.
What is it you want me to do?
Go to court and stop talking to
The
her.
court is 2 days
There
from now.
you
I have
go. You
orders.
just wait 2 days and
I'm
that's
waiting.
it.
So
That's
what do you
all
want me
I'm
to
here
do?
for.
Because I'm waiting.
That's
I'm
it.
waiting. But I'm
waiting
waiting
too.
here. She considers me being here a crime.
Well, it's not a crime.
In my own, then why did she call you? It's not her calling you here.
She
and
called
having
because
this
about you talking
treatment.
to her friend. Which
Why
isn't
is that a crime?
It's not a crime.
Then why are you here? Why are you here?
I don't know. You call
Do
the
you not
police for
see that my
non-crimes?
neighbor seeing her criminal activity every single day? Police coming here.
I know.
Men coming here. What is that aluminum? She had a box of aluminum foil on that thing there. Why did she have that there?
She was
She's
getting
saying,
it to cover her food.
why is it there?
She was going to bring it inside. to
No.
cover her food.
But why is it on the fence over there?
Her friend brought it to her to cover her food.
Why did she leave it there? There's suspicious things going on. There's suspicious deliveries coming in and out of that window.
Because she doesn't leave her room.
Her friends dropped it off.
This, I suspect she does have 14 criminal arrests.
And you let
including,
her
huh?
You let
I didn't do that. I did that afterwards when I saw her tweeting. She's had prostitution, right? You've had arrested for prostitution, drug possession, arrest. Okay, she's had trespassing, right? Trespassing, stealing, and she does. I know. She has all these addresses. You've done this to so many people, Justin, right?
It doesn't matter. Stop talking to her.
She's done this to so many people. Look, I'm here. Why can't I sit here? You here talking to me. Go ahead.
All right. Okay.
I hope everything works out for you.
Yeah, that's all you can do. You don't want to hear a single word. You called LAPD smart.
If it says biohazard here, why you stay here? If it says COVID-19 here, why you stay here? You see what I'm saying? So if it says danger, you don't go towards the danger, you go somewhere else. Safe. Right? Safe, right? That's the key word. If there's a danger rating here, I wouldn't spend any days staying over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 shelters, different shelters.
If I go to the police station and I bring them all this stuff, can I press charges and like...
It's gonna be the same thing because, I mean, obviously you called us. Yeah, and then we came out, we reviewed the whole thing.
This is like the 57th time you guys have been out here.
Okay, then I wonder why he's not getting anything done.
But he's escalating. I'm just trying to get
regardless of what it is, okay? It's the case, what? You can't kick him out.
I don't want to kick him out. I want him to leave me alone and stop putting his hands on me.
He didn't put his hands on me.
Why do you stay here?
Where am I
all this shit is
gonna
happening?
go?
You know what I'm saying?
Where am I gonna go?
Then find another better place. Are you currently paying rent?
No, I stopped paying rent.
When?
Like 5 months ago.
So it sounds like you said, you say you want to sue him for whatever, right? It sounds like a very good lawsuit case they could build up, right? But as far as us getting involved and trying to help you out, in legal aspect, whatever, he using his own house without having a restraining order against as soon as possible. I know it is hard. You have a boyfriend, have him help you out, whatever it may be. Get it done. If you have to leave your dog at your friend's house somewhere for a couple of days and stay with your boyfriend, try to get away from this, I would do that too.
Well, that's what I've been doing. I've been sleeping at his house and coming here with my dog.
Then let's do something like that so that you could get yourself out of the issue, the misery that you live in this household right here. Okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 numbers that I gave you. Ask them if they can really help you. Then is there any way I could get some kind of assistance for whatever? They could help you out. Okay? Since it's not a domestic matter, domestic is boyfriend type or husband and wife, right?
So what does he have to do to me for it to be him injuring me? Does he have to cut me with a knife, shoot me with a gun?
No, if it comes into your room, right?
That's what they did.
Okay. Then, okay, did they come in and hit you right away? You say he pushed the door against you,
That's
right?
the hallway door.
So you were out there in the hallway?
Yes, because...
See, that's the problem. You're violating the restraining
No, he had this giant metal thing and was trying to come in my room.
But you're not in your room, you got out.
Because
you keep saying, okay. Once again, we try to help you out here, make this one, make sure, this thing works out for you. Okay? Is what I'm trying to do.
Makeup? It looks like makeup for you crying, yeah.
What,
yeah.
Alright, well, it worked underneath it. He hit me in the face.
Okay, I got you. He didn't hit you, he pushed something and ended up hitting you. Okay?
Can you ask him for his camera?
He's not in there.
Well, can you guys, I don't know how to wipe him up.
Yeah, looks like it is, yeah.
I can see.
Yeah.
Actually, I think he's wiping off, yeah.
Is it red? Is it
blood? It's like for your mask?
No, yeah, it's wiping off.
It doesn't look, you don't see that dark ass mark right there.
I mean,
I see that on the other side too.
Yeah. Both your eyes are kind of dark.
Yeah.
But it looks like makeup.
Pulling a giant metal thing and trying to put it in my room.
You stay in the room, you call 911.
I was on the other phone with 911 already.
You stay where you are.
But they're fucking ripping down. She's
If he
screaming.
goes into your room, that's different. But if you go out, it's on you.
Okay, what's gonna happen after they come into your room?
I don't know. Did you hear her screaming? Did you see her? She looks like she's fucking strung out on meth.
Okay. I mean, so you have a big dog, right?
My dog hides under the bed because he fucking stabbed my dog with a hanger. This was a while ago.
It's like, I'm going in circles.
Yeah,
What we're telling you is just stay in your room. No matter what, stay in your room. Or you go out to the window. Okay? Don't go out the hallway and violate this.
So don't do a tug of war with him or anything. So my question was, okay, what's gonna happen if they come into your room? You just jump out of this window and wait for us to come on over.
The last cop that came here said that if they come in my room, I have the right to do whatever I want.
The boundary. Now that's a gray area. Okay? So in order for us to help you better, you gotta show some kind of effort that you wanna leave this place. Okay, obviously you haven't done anything to like.
I have.
Yeah. So I kind of want you to like start working on like calling some kind of resources, try to get some kind of help. Right? You call cops so many times and nothing's really being done. That means it's not a police matter.
You guys aren't getting the people that I'm calling. That's the thing. It's
okay.
Like, I'm literally
mail
trying.
and all that type of stuff. Okay, why don't you have the mail sent to your boyfriend's house? Something like somewhere else, right? So that you could get somewhere, right? There's a several things that you have to do your own homework. Okay? We can't do everything for you.
I'm pretty sure I'm doing my own homework. Look at all this shit I have.
Well,
that's a lot of random stuff.
No, this is all the shit that he's posting on my door and all the fucking.
Yeah, this is what he's doing. I'll tell you what. He's in the eviction process trying to get you out of here.
That's
okay?
Great.
Before, that's what he's doing. Okay?
But these aren't notices. This is handy fair.
Sounds very, you know what? Sounds like a perfect lawsuit towards your landlord.
So how do I start this? Can I come to the police station right now? And
police can't do nothing to do with the landlord. What's it?
To go to the courthouse and tell them what's going on.
Yes, you could personally civilly sue him in a small claims court on all this stuff that's going on, and then you also have to show the court that you're actually making attempts, calling every different shelters and stuff, trying to get yourself out of this place, right? If you're, I don't want them to touch me in this room, which I've paid rent for 5 months. Joy's gonna listen to this to me and they're gonna tell you, okay, she's not doing anything to get herself out of that hole. What can we do for you? You gotta work on your own case. We can't really do everything for you. That's what I'm trying to tell you. You keep pushing. No, I'm not saying you didn't do shit. You done something, but you gotta go more. You gotta show the effort that you are actually working on it. Right?
At the end of the day, your case will be similar against you.
Another one.
You have to go file.
You gotta go file it. Okay, so yes, you do have to make. You're going to try to get out of the place, do all that stuff. Show everybody that you are making effort to try to get out of this place. Right? What you're telling me is it doesn't sound like you're actually trying to get yourself out of here.
I don't have money. I do not have money. I'm scared of
Let's not go in circles. Let's not go in circles. You're scared. Okay, then how are you going to go file the restraining order against them?
I don't fucking know. I really don't fucking know.
You have to go sometime, right? Nobody's going to do it for you. Okay? Right? You have to come out and do it, right? We can't do anything for you. Right? It's your life that you have to actually make an attempt, try to get it better.
Okay, so if I'm
criminal matters that we could deal with, okay?
So if I'm gone and I'm at the police station and he fucking hits my dog with a hanger again, then what? What are you guys gonna do then?
Okay, then why don't we do the investigation? Call us and come out and investigate, right?
Well, I called you guys are here. There's no investigation.
Obviously, the investigation was done and it was not a police matter.
There was no investigation done. You guys always come here, you talk to me, you tell me there's nothing you can do, and you leave, and then it escalates and escalates and escalates.
Okay.
There's shit for me.
Okay, listen. Owning the dog and dealing with the dog it's not a right, it's a privilege. If you can't take care of the dog because you can't go somewhere else, then find the dog and foster. Okay?
Even with that.
Okay? Your boyfriend should understand let you come and stay with him for a little while until you figure things out. That's what you should do. Why are you staying in a place that you can't tell us that you're so scared that you stay here? It's not an excuse.
I don't stay here. I come here, I leave my dog.
You leave this place, leaving your dog here.
Yes.
Okay, then you know what? Why don't you leave this place? Why don't you leave your dog here to make something happen?
Because they ripped my fucking barricade down.
No. We go in circles here, okay? I'll make this one very clear for you. Make some attempt, try to call some shelters, find some place. Okay, I gave you the resources, right?
I'm gonna make this very clear. If he steps foot in my room, I'm hitting him with whatever's closest to me because he is then coming into my space, but he knows.
What's the danger here? Why you stay here? You told just told. Look, you say you left your dog and you came over here to feed your dog and other pets from your boyfriend's house. Okay? You left this place. Okay, you're okay to leave this place.
I had a barricade up at this point.
Then barricade it up again.
He took everything.
Then barricade it up again.
But why? Am I gonna fucking make it?
Okay, what did he barricade your door with?
I barricaded my door with fucking random shit, blankets and fucking.
Okay, all you're saying, you friend my friend, he took it down, then there's nothing you can do.
Took it down and out of the fucking.
So because you are afraid that he might take it down, you just gonna stay here?
No, it's not that I'm scared he's gonna take it down. It's that he already took everything out of my. I can't. It's out of my reach. I don't leave my room. It's already out in the other. It's already out in the living room. We're going in circles. It's okay. I'll figure it out. Thank you. Sorry to waste your time. Yeah, I hope it tells me next time.
I'm so sorry I'm running late.
That's okay.
My last appointment was an emergency, so it ran a little bit over. So I apologize.
That's fine.
How are you doing since we spoke last?
Well, I mean, like, I'm good. I'm handling the stuff, the circumstances. That some of it is not good, but I'm okay right now. I'm handling it well. So I have been in distress. I don't know if you're aware. There's a scam artist who's been living in my house for 1 year. And it's a professional scam artist, and it's part of a syndicate, it's part of a group. And I had a therapy session just earlier today, but privately. I was telling them that if I were to hear from somebody else what I'm reporting, they would think it's a symptom of paranoid schizophrenia, that it's evident the police, the criminals who are behind this lady who's in my house, part of this organized crime, have taken over the police station. If I were to hear that from anybody, my first thought would be that they're having a paranoid schizophrenic delusion. And then I have the recordings on my that I'm sending to 60 Minutes, to local news stations, that show that you see it with your own eyes, the video, you will believe it. You see, and then what happened with Kaiser, because of this, that what would happen was like, but you might be aware of it or not, that I told the therapist, I forgot his name. I was telling about it. The police that come say this is not a police matter, it's a therapist matter, because the lady was gaslighting me, and they would say, well, that's therapist matter. But the way she's using gaslighting as part of a whole scheme of tools and methods that she uses specifically because it doesn't register. The police hear that, and that's not a crime. That's a therapist matter. The judge, I went to court in front of the judge. The judge says I don't want to hear it, and I'm seeing all these different legal ways to get help for this, to get eviction, and they all tell me don't say that word gaslighting, because the judges don't know what it is. It just causes confusion. They say your worst enemy. They said, the lawyers say I don't want to hear it. The judge says I don't want to hear it, and then the thing is, she keeps. That's one of her methods. The other is to keep threatening to sue with false allegations. The day after I handed her, she was served a restraining order. She told me at the text message that she had fallen, broken her leg in my house, and she was walking around with a walker, bent over, really slow, like she pretended to be, she's in pain, threatening to sue because she found my house. You understand? And she's constantly doing that, and then making me fear, because the police all this time, the reason I believe that the police, the criminals that are with her group, have the police helping them, because she has violated the restraining order many times. She killed my girlfriend's dog while we were arguing with the police in our front pavement about the validity of the restraining order. She walks out leading my girlfriend's dog out, and the dog gets run over and dies. My girlfriend still has trauma over it. That happened while we had the restraining order on her. That's one of the things. She's constantly, the dog comes out charging at me. She says she has a knife on her. She says, go get him to the dog. She yells, she cusses, she plays loud gang music late at night, doesn't stop no matter how much we ask her to do so. And always saying my bosses, you don't have no idea what my boss is gonna do. You have no idea what my boss is capable of. Behind the door on the phone, she's constantly on the phone talking to her team. And the restraining order specifically says no intimidation, no threats, no harassment. And the cops, I have on that video, the cops say the dog is charging at me, and they look at that and say, well, what were you doing there? What were you doing in the front yard? They said, you have a standing order against her, you shouldn't be around. So everything is upside down. She's her expertise is making people believe that she's the victim, and it works. They believe her. She's a woman, in my house. And then the thing is, she has a whole history of doing this to people. I have a list of addresses that she's done this to people in Florida, New Jersey, and Anaheim, to other people. And I've been trying to find out what she's done to other people, because I've been told she doesn't have a history of actually suing people. What I hear is she's probably blackmailing them and then using that as power to do something. I don't know, get money from them, or use, I went to the Tarzana Treatment Center, the perpetrators group, and I listened to people, and they said that they do that. The gangs, they take over strip clubs and businesses, and then obviously now I'm seeing they take over the police. She has her agents come, and my girlfriend had seen they're walking back and forth in front of my house, checking out the neighborhood. It's real professional thing, and the police have been cooperating with her. They've been there more than 50 times last year. And I have video of them just cooperating. And imagine how it feels to be in a house, and then nobody wants to help. And you have proof of it there. I'm trying to remember who, Miguel or Raphael. I think Raphael is the therapist. I was telling about this, and he goes, "This is police matter. I want nothing to do with it." He says, "You're pressuring me to talk about this." The Adult Protective Services, domestic abuse centers, there's nothing they can do. I asked them, can you look at this video I sent you? He said, we don't look at video, we don't look at Instagram, we don't do Facebook, we don't do social media. They have all these restrictions of what they can do because they're scared of being sued, they're scared of being implicated, right? Because of people like this scam artists who constantly use the threat of legal action to threaten people, you understand? So this is why the laws are written not to discourage this kind of thing by the people who profit from it, right? The lawyers profit from this kind of thing. The lawyer charged me $2,000 to write the restraining order, and it did me no good. It's just as good as toilet paper because the police don't honor it. You see? And to get the eviction, I had an investigator. My mom gave him a MacBook Air, pleaded to him to save my son, do something, find out what's going on. He did nothing. He scammed me. The lawyer scammed me everyone you go to, the whole industry of the people who support, who take money, the ones that don't take money, the domestic, all of those that I mentioned, don't do anything. Those that do make money rip you off. And nobody wants to look at pictures. Nobody likes to. If I ask you, I'm not gonna have trauma from asking people there if they would help out. They always say we cannot do this, we cannot look at picture, we cannot look at YouTube. So everybody isolates you. If the police is against you, taking her side, I also sent her in the beginning. She was talking. I sent her referral to my mentor, who I've known for 5 years. And I bought her a $100 session to get like a healing session. She used that to triangulate, to turn my healer against me. My healer called me and said she has been sent videos and pictures, including showing me doing bad things. You see, and I'm thinking that's what she does. She said, my girlfriend sitting right here, she told her that I was cheating on her, and that day she was gonna pack and leave because she almost believed her when she was proven wrong. So she specifically tries to isolate the victim, triangulate with everyone, to weaken over a year, being exposed to gaslighting methods for a year. I can know what the symptoms are.
Is she still in the home?
She's still there. She's still there. She's still there. And what they do is they triangulate with the police, back me up in the corner. No matter, there's nothing I can do. Like, she brings criminals in the house, and the police say, if you lock the door, we'll arrest you. You understand? I need to protect myself. She's been criminals in my house, in my rooms, walking around. And I can't, and the police say she's allowed to have visitors. They're granting her tenant rights.
Okay.
You see?
And so, how is this? It sounds like very stressful. How have you been kind of managing all these?
Not easy. This? Well, I've been getting a lot of practice, trying to contain and not, because I know the first thing she did when she comes in is she took off her pants and showed me wounds all over her legs, which is what a previous victim had done to her. And I can understand why they would do that after what she has done to me. You understand? So that's what she provokes, that kind of, she makes people hurt. Like people who cut themselves because they've been abused as children, like raped as children.
Yeah.
What she does is she provokes people to hurt her intentionally, and wears those and puts picture of herself naked with those wounds on Facebook and Instagram. Those are her medals. You see, she's proud of them, and she uses those to threaten to sue and to threaten.
Do you have any thoughts of hurting her?
No, I don't. See, that's what makes me different. I'm not physically, or I'm not abusive like that. That's why I've lasted so long. So they keep pushing and pushing and pushing to get me to do something. I've had people suggest that they can find a way to get her out. That's not, if the legal way, that's, how people in those movies, they become vigilantes when like someone's kid dies, the criminals kid or they rape somebody, and the police do nothing at all. They're backed up in the corner. They take the law in their own hands. You know how that happens? I like the way I do it is I've recorded videos of the whole thing happening, and I posted them. I've sent those to 60 Minutes, to 2020, to local Channel 5, news, Channel 11, Channel 7, Channel 4, hoping somebody will take notice and make this, bring this story to light. Investigator contacted the previous addresses where she has stayed, the people, he told me they're afraid to talk because they've been threatened by they're afraid of the drug dealer friends that she brings home, that she's brought home, that have threatened me. You see? And then so
how's your mood been with all of this going on?
My mood is not good. My mood a lot of times is not good. Is not good. You can understand. I watched videos on gaslighting, like people who are expert on gaslighting, and I noticed this woman had this nervous attitude about her. I noticed the way the symptoms she was using was the same I had, and I realized she'd been through a lot of gaslighting. You know, I can recognize what it does to you to have experienced that over 1 year. You know, the one common technique she would use. Yes, go ahead. Go ahead.
And so, you know, how has it been affecting you?
Well, it's challenging to deal with a positive attitude and not let it get me down. It's been challenging. Yeah, but I've heard you repeat that question like 3-4 times, and I'm starting to get concerned. Is I keep saying over and over, you know, what's going on, and I keep hearing story from you. How has this been affecting you? How do you feel about this? I don't, you know, are you gonna go beyond that, or are you just gonna keep the whole session keep asking me, how is this affecting you? How do you feel about this? Right? Would you not be concerned? Everything I'm telling you, I keep hearing the same question, right? Did you notice that? For how many times you asked me the question, you asked me 4 or 5 times, the same questioning. How is this affecting you? How are you dealing with this? How you feel about this? Is it going to go anywhere else, or is it just going to be the whole session? That's all I'm going to get.
Well, and so, you know, our time, you know, our time is only like 20-25 minute visits. And so, you know, I did want to ask, I know you said you just recently saw the therapist. Are you seeing a therapist outside of Kaiser?
Yeah. Because I was frustrated. The kind of responses I was getting from Kaiser is the way you're talking. Right? It's because you realize why that is, right? Kaiser has this policy. The way they operate. Did you know about the grievance I filed with Kaiser?
No, I'm not aware of it yet.
Because I asked if I could send them a video, and the therapist said no, like 5 times. She said no. And any way I need to get help about this, they want to have nothing to do with this, and the answers are always generic, like what you say. How do you feel about this? How do you feel about this? And then there's nothing more they can do. And a lot of places are like that because the protection you take not to get sued, right? I've heard that this.
We have to stay kind of in our lane, and my job is to, you know, help people, you know, when people are going through stressful circumstances, to make sure that they're managing okay, that their mood is not affected, that it's not exacerbating underlying, you know, issues or concerns.
And then if it's exacerbating, you would give them some medicine, right? That you would ask me how am I feeling. If I'm feeling bad about it, you would give me a that would be a solution to this. If I'm angry about this,
so, you know, my role as a psychiatrist within Kaiser, you know, what we're able to offer people is therapy to help them manage how they're dealing with different.
Do you see that? I need you to see that.
Or medication.
Lauren, I understand that. Your role is a psychiatrist as Kaiser. Okay? Right? And
my goal is to help people within the limits that I'm able to.
Yeah, I know. And then I keep hearing that you're within those limits are very limited. I keep hearing you're very limited what you can do, which is you can't do nothing but frustrate me with talking to me like a Wells Fargo customer service, not as a human being, but within the confines of the role in which you're allowed to operate, which is you can do nothing but ask me how are you dealing with it, how you feel about it, how you contain it.
Of the ability that I have.
Within the confines of the ability you have, because the role that you play, because you want to play, not be a human being. You cannot be a human being within the confines of the role that you play. All you can do is no better than recording on a message. You sound like a robot. And the person in my situation wants to talk to a human being. And you are a human being, but you have to confine yourself within the confines of the role of a psychiatrist, a Kaiser, and all you can say is, how you feeling about it? You feeling bad? I can give you a pill for it, for if you're feeling bad about it, right? And that frustrates me. You understand? That's why. And you don't want to snap out of that role, no matter what I say. You keep playing like the computer generated machinery, like a hologram. You're not gonna snap out of the thing. You're gonna play that role to the very end. You're not gonna snap out of. You wouldn't talk to your friend, your own sister, if was going through distress. You wouldn't be continuing with that same calm tone, like robot-like, like a mannequin, like a robot. How are you feeling about this? My role is to give you It frustrates me. Are you not gonna snap out of it? I'm gonna hang up right now. There's nothing more. You not see how frustrating it would be. My life is in danger. I've been held hostage in my house for 1 year, and look at how you reacting. Look at the way you are. You continue talking like a robot. My role is to see how you're doing. I give you medicine. You want how my role, as within the confines of my role, we need our clients to feel good. Within the confines, all I can do, within the confines of my role as psychiatrist, a Kaiser, we have a very limited role in my character. Do you not see you continue with that same thing, looking at me with that emotionless face? You have no concern for me at all. You cannot be a human being within the confines of that world. The huge building, the Kaiser building there, there's nothing at all to say we cannot do nothing at all. Within the confines of our role, we cannot do nothing at all.
And so, I'm sorry that, I've been frustrating you. And unfortunately, we are out of time. If you'd like, you are welcome to request a different psychiatrist. And so,
are there any psychiatrists there that are human beings? Do you have any human beings there at all, Kaiser? I'd like to talk. I've never seen any human beings. You believe you're acting like a human being right now? Are you being a human being? Within the circle, what I'm describing you, with the response you're giving me, human being would give a human being. Are you giving me a human being reaction right now, response right now?
I'm not given the opportunity to give a response.
You're not given the opportunity, right? Why? Because you're afraid to be sued, right? Because of what this lady does is threaten people to sue them.
You keep talking over me and interrupting me, sir.
Oh, you had something to say? I didn't notice you had something to say. Because you kept saying is you're the confines of your role, you have nothing you can do, right? You had something to say. Was there something you could do without saying you can't do anything? Because that's all I've heard from Kaiser.
And so, if
our time is up, you have to go, right? Go ahead.
You're welcome to request an alternative psychiatrist.
You keep repeating the same things over and over. You're not capable of anything that repeating the same. You want somebody else to get somebody else. I ain't gonna do nothing, right? Pass it to somebody else. I asked you. You have a human being there. You're not gonna snap out of it. There's no hope for you at all. Okay, all the education you went to school, 10 years medical school, they turned you into a machine. You can't help people acting like a machine. Give them a medicine to help the pharmaceuticals get rich. It's nothing but poison.
Sir.
All right. Our time is up. Go ahead. Let me see what you said.
We're at an impasse.
All
right.
Yeah.
I hope you have a.
I hope you have a very good day. I hope you have a good day, and I hope you find a good day, and I hope everything finds with you, and you find coping. Yeah. Bye-bye. See you later, alligator. I got it on tape. Yeah, it's going to be a documentary. Yeah. Listen to this. Testament, did you see that? You see that? What that is? She doesn't want to step out of it. This is nothing that you were interrupted while I said talk over me.
Hey, Renee.
Close
Look at the name of that place.
The door is unlocked. The door. What is it?
Brick and Flower.